Our top story tonight, President Joe Biden's no longer seeking re-election, less than a month before the Democratic National Convention and less than 4 months before the general election. Good evening and thanks for making KREM 2 News at 5 your news source tonight. I'm Cody Proctor. Right now at this point, the president's endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as the new party nominee. Biden posted on social media saying, quote, "Today I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump." No word yet on who her running mate would be, but it's opened the door to a lot of questions tonight. We begin at the White House, where CBS's Natalie Brand's tracking the president's decision.
President Biden has dropped his bid for re-election. In a statement, the president said in part, quote, "While it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." His change of heart comes 1 month ahead of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Jamie Harrison is the chair of the DNC.
I am emotional about the president's decision because this president, Joe Biden, has been a transformational president. He's been a great leader.
In his statement, President Biden says he's offering his full support and endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris to become the Democratic presidential nominee. Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton are also backing Vice President Harris. By this weekend, more than 36 Democratic lawmakers had called for the president to exit the race following last month's debate. Delaware Senator Chris Coons, one of the president's closest allies and co-chair of the Biden-Harris campaign, called this a critical moment in American history.
This was a very difficult decision, and one that I think reflects the very best of who Joe Biden is. The challenge of seeing this moment and of recognizing what was in the best interest of the nation was a significant challenge. I still believe he could have beaten Donald Trump.
President Biden made the decision while recovering from COVID-19 at his home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, where voters say they support the move.
I think he made the right decision. I think it was very brave of him.
I just think it's a little shocking at this stage of the game with, 13 weeks left until an election. I think that a lot of people knew there was going to be some big issues here for a long period of time.
The DNC says in the coming days, the party will undertake a transparent and orderly process to move forward as a united Democratic Party. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump took to Truth Social to criticize Biden's decision. Trump alleged Biden was not fit to serve and vowed to, quote, "remedy the damage he has done very quickly." This announcement comes just days after the Republican National Convention ended, with Trump officially named as the GOP presidential nominee. Now, Biden's exit poses the question, who will fill the now open Democratic seat? Biden endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him, but how much weight does that carry towards the final decision? And how exactly is that decision made? Our National Verified team will break it all down for us coming up in 15 minutes.